female soldier wearing only the top half of her protective clothing, leading the dogs to attack her. But the dog was not a martial artist. Rushed up and bit her on the buttocks. He wouldn't let go. X is the prick of the dog base. He's a prude all day long. No strangers allowed. He didn't just bully new recruits. Even the dog trainer tries to patch him up. He bit his finger when he tried to bandage it. He had to go home on leave, and it was bad luck for the new recruit, Anna. He was ordered to replace the dog handler. Faced with this canine fiend, Anna was a wimp. As soon as she approached the crate, oh boy, Anna is scared straight away. Can't handle the dog. She had to do what she had to do, carrying an iron dog around the field for training. Her comrades were laughing. They asked her if the dog was male or female. Even Axe looked up at him with his head held high. The look on his face was as if he was saying, "I don't have 2 pounds of bones. You can't do this." So Anna got up her nerve again. She took the dog's bull and went to fight him again. She ordered Axe to stand back, but the dog still scares her. Anna simply sat down and wrestled with him. They stared at each other for the rest of the day. A good dog can't die of hunger. Finally, Axe gave in. He slowly retreated to his kennel. Anna had won this round. The rest of the encounter, the dog became much more docile, and Axe started to show some amazing strength. Their first bomb search exercise. Anna follows the search pattern and takes the dog to one side, but the dog rushed straight to the other side. The instructor tells her to trust the dog's judgment, and sure enough, Axe sniffed around the table. Then he sits down and says something's up. A pull of the drawer. The bomb was really here, and they were the first to pass the test. Anna immediately praised Axe. The instructor told him he was a great detection dog, to connect with his heart, instead of always being afraid of him. But when they got to the vet training room, once again, the dog barked viciously. The vet gave him a failing grade regardless. Anna had to train alone. But the incident of her comrade's finger being bitten, it was still fresh in her mind. Anna was a bit nervous again. She took the gauze and told Axe to get down. To her surprise, Axe was very good this time. Anna was surprised. She wrapped him up carefully. She finished the training without any problems. To get to know Axe better, she took the dog out of his crate and let him stay with her. Axe didn't hesitate. Without a word, he took his place. Soon it was time to go to war. Axe was not used to the aeroplane environment. He started barking again. Anna took a blanket and covered the crate with it. She got into the crate herself. She held Axe and calmed him down. When they arrived at the battlefield, they immediately went into battle searching for hidden guns. They find the bombs that have been planted on the road. Axe is getting more and more credit, and the two of them are becoming more and more in tune with each other. On this day, their mission is to search this uninhabited area. Anna is leading the way with Axe in tow. Suddenly, the explosion instantly sent Anna and the dog a dozen meters away. Smoke was pouring out. Anna got up with great difficulty, suffering from pain. The first thing she did was to crawl towards Axe. The dog was lying there motionless. Anna called out his name urgently, checking on Axe's injuries. Fortunately, the dog opened his eyes after a while. No bones were broken. They had both survived. Anna ignored her own wounds. She bandaged the dog first, but the officer came to accuse Anna that his dog had made an error in judgment. It almost killed them, and that's when one of the soldiers spotted the problem. It turns out the bomb had been deliberately planted very deep, far beyond the range of the dogs. Someone must have been controlling it from a distance. The dogs were watching for them to pass before they detonated. This was clearly an attack on the scout dogs, and the target is probably in the rubble ahead. The officer decided to go ahead and check it out without waiting for backup. But Anna knew that stretch of road must have been littered with bombs. Without the dogs leading the way, they'd all be blown up. So he leaned down. He didn't say a word as he held the wounded Axe, but the dog knew what he meant. The two men got up and moved on and started to fight back. Under cover of the squad, Axe again removed several bombs. The team finally made it to safety in front of the ruins. In the corner of the first floor, they see the device that detonated the bomb, but by now the building was empty. And that's when Axe suddenly screamed at an uncovered soldier, yelling at Anna to stop him. But the dog was barking even harder. The soldier was also confused, thinking that the dog had lost his temper from the explosion. But then Axe suddenly broke free from the rope and pulled the soldier down. The next moment, it was the rebels in ambush with a rocket launcher. The dog is saved. The team immediately fires back, but Axe is still barking, dragging Anna quickly down the stairs. The team followed closely behind. Just as they reached the ground floor, the rockets hit the stairs behind them. Once again, They are out of danger. The firepower was too heavy. The team had to hide and fight back. A car arrives to meet them. The men take cover as they prepare to retreat. In the nick of time, Anna gets the dog into the car first. But before she could jump on it, a rocket attacked her. It knocked her to the ground. Her dog jumped right out of the car when she saw it and ran to her side despite the shelling, anxious to check on her owner. After protecting her, she got up. The two of them were in the middle of a hail of bullets. They finally made it to the car. They were able to escape the attack. Back at the base, Anna was ordered to return home for treatment immediately. X will remain in the field to continue his service. The orders were clear. Anna didn't look back as she walked to the helicopter. She was afraid that if she saw Axe, she wouldn't want to leave. Axe sensed that he was leaving too. He was whimpering as he struggled with the rope. They had been through life and death together. They had been together through life and death. And then they had to be separated for a while. After months of treatment, Anna finally recovered, but X never returned home. She kept calling the army to ask about it, because he had outlived his service. Finally, one day, X was back. He had a bandage on his front leg. When he saw Anna, he jumped and ran towards her. He was so happy. The doctor examined Axe all over. His body had been wounded many times on the battlefield, and yet he was still left behind. He exceeded his expectations and completed his mission. He returned home with another wounded military dog, but his master didn't make it back with him. He died on the battlefield. The poor dog was unable to live a normal life for a long time. He was unable to live a normal life. Searching for his master, Anna saw the end of the dog. Her heart stung deeply. At night, X was restless. Suddenly, he was wailing at the door. It turned out that he too was afraid of losing his master like Blackie. Anna could only keep reassuring him that she would not leave him, and then Axe went to sleep. Looking at the poor dog's face, Anna finally made a decision to apply for retirement, to take Axe with her, let him live out the rest of his life in peace. But little did he know, it was a decision she would regret for the rest of her life. Anna's application for discharge went well, but the mean army doctor did it again. She poked X in the wound during her examination. The dog was screaming in pain, but that was all she had to go on. She concluded that Axe was violent, not allowed to adopt.
Are you having some sort of like a power trip or something? Are you not supposed to be helping these animals? You poked him where he's hurt. He reacted. Let's set off 40 pounds of explosives 5 feet under you and see how you like being poked afterwards. Please, I'm begging you, please take it out of his file.
In the end, Anna couldn't adopt Axe, and he was sent off to war once more. He couldn't be adopted, so his fate was either to die in battle or be euthanized. Anna was devastated at the thought of this. She fell into a life of depression. She spent her days without food or drink, without Axe by her side. She felt her life was meaningless. Her father couldn't stand it, encouraging him that if things get tough, if you're in trouble, you have to do whatever you can to fight it. Have you ever tried? Anna was instantly awakened by her father's words. She posted Axe's story on the internet. She found the congressman again. She showed him what Axe had done. This was a hero who had saved thousands of lives. He only had a few years left to live. If she hadn't adopted him, he would have been euthanized. Soon the television stations took notice of Anna. Many interviews were done with her. The dog's story drew more attention. Major media outlets picked up on the story. That dogs should have the right to be free. They deserve to be loved and cared for. They deserve to live out their lives in peace. Under pressure, the military finally agreed to retire Axe and let Anna adopt him. Once again at the training ground, she couldn't wait to get to Axe. Not far away, the dog spots Anna too. He runs towards him quickly. He swirled happily in his arms. Anna was already sobbing as she hugged the dog. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this on Recap Next.